Baldur's Gate 3's modding community is about to explode, and today we're going to talk about that and more. Let's get to it. Recently, Larian put out Community Update 26, in which they talk about the new Patch 7 that is coming relatively soon. But one thing that is interesting about Patch 7 is that they state it's no secret that game dev is one gigantic learning curve, but it's these learnings and your feedback that help us improve. So we're introducing additional internal playtesting ahead of release to support our regular QA process. With Patch 7 being packed full of bug fixes and new features we have yet to go into detail on, there will also be a closed beta on PC where a select number of players worldwide will be given an opportunity to test the latest update, which we'll talk about more in the coming weeks. So while Patch 7 is definitely coming relatively soon, there will be a closed beta test for it for some undisclosed amount of time. This is interesting considering all of their other patches they've just immediately released to the public and then did a bunch of hotfixes for to fix any issues that patch brought about. But I have a feeling that one of the biggest reasons for this change in how they do patches is to leverage players as QA testers, as they also state in this community post that they are currently working on 2 different new IPs, as it's no secret that they are no longer going to be doing anything Baldur's Gate related other than updating Baldur's Gate 3 and fixing issues with it. They state in this community post, being given the chance to develop a game set in the Dungeons & Dragons universe has been a dream come true for all of us. But as Swen recently confirmed, we won't be introducing any major new narrative content to the story of Baldur's Gate 3 or its origin characters and companions, nor will we be making expansions or Baldur's Gate 4. They go on to state we're currently working on 2 new projects and we couldn't be more excited about what the future has in store. I do want to also point out they said we'll tell you more about those later on down the line, but know that even as our focus turns to these new games, the sensibilities that brought you Baldur's Gate 3 are alive and well here at the Larian Castle. We're fueled by the very same fire in our bellies, one that drives us to create an immersive experience shaped by your choices, and we can't wait for you to join us on this next adventure. So what this tells me is they can't afford to be making a bunch of hotfixes to the game every time they release a patch for it, and patches are going to start taking a lot longer to get, and we probably won't see any more huge massive updates after Patch 7. The other amazing thing that we are getting in Patch 7, aside from some new endings, which we'll talk about in a second, is official modding tools. They state in this next patch, we'll also begin introducing our official modding tools, letting you change up visuals, animations, sounds, stats, and more to overhaul Baldur's Gate 3 into the weird nightmare realm of your dreams. Now, here's the interesting thing about this. I know many of you are probably like, yeah, but Firespark, we've already got tons of mods for this game. You can head over the Nexus mods and grab whatever your heart's desire over there. Yes, that's true, but official modding tools means most likely we're gonna get actual full integration of mods without having to download sketchy files that are questionable and yada yada yada, an actual Steam integration. If you take a look at their other games, specifically their last one, Divinity Original Sin 2, it has full Steam modding support and a full workshop. So you can just go to the Steam workshop and download whatever mods and have all the browsing capabilities of the Steam workshop. The same goes for their original Divinity Original Sin. It also has full integrated mod support with the Steam workshop. I find it really hard to believe that they would have done this with their other games, but they won't be doing this with Baldur's Gate 3 with the release of official modding tools. The other thing about this is it makes modding that much more accessible. You don't have to download a bunch of random crap in order to try to figure out how to mod the game, because there will be an official dev kit for modding the game, which means that there'll probably be an official wiki for the dev kit for modding the game. This is just stuff that usually happens whenever a dev company releases an official modding kit for their game with Steam Workshop support. I would also like to point out that they state we're going to begin introducing our official modding tools. So that means that the modding tools that we're getting with Patch 7 won't even be all of the modding tools that we're probably going to end up having in the long run. Not only are we getting modding tools and the modding scene for Baldur's Gate is about to explode, which is absolutely phenomenal. We are also going to be getting at some point down the line, because they state that they're working on it and it's going to take a while for them to do, is crossplay and an official photo mode, because that's just something that every game should have these days, is a photo mode and crossplay if it's possible. But yes, they state, and I quote, "And yes, we are actively working on bringing crossplay and a photo mode to Baldur's Gate 3, but the work required to bring these to you means that these additions will likely be further down the road." And last but not least, we are getting new endings for evil playthroughs. They state that we still have some tricks up our sleeve. We are working on our next game update, patch 7, which will add improved evil endings to the game for even darker conclusions to your most sinister playthroughs. And yes, that includes non-dirge players. Without giving too much away, here's a little tease for what's to come. Be warned, there may be spoilers. And obviously, spoiler warning if you don't want to see or know anything. I'm about to show 2 clips that they show. Well, they're GIFs. So here's the 2 GIFs that they show. The first one, which I'm not even sure how this would be a spoiler, because I honestly have no clue what's happening here. And then the other one, which is a bit more of a spoiler, which is the dirge walking through just blood and piles of bodies, which seems very interesting and fun. I'd kind of like to see that ending. Then they state, these new cinematic cutscenes have also been given the musical treatment by our very own BAFTA award-winning composer, and I am not even going to try to pronounce that name because I know I'll butcher it, but it's on the screen. So yeah, lots of good things right around the corner for Baldur's Gate 3. I am so super excited for the official modding kit, and who knows, you may even get some official Firespark mods. I don't know, we'll see what happens in the future, but I've messed with mods before in modding games, and I do love me some Baldur's Gate 3, so it'll be fun to see what that kit looks like and what happens in the future. And I'm definitely excited to just be able to hop over to the Steam Workshop and one-click install mods for this game. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Hopefully you found this video helpful and informational. If you did, please consider hitting the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified when I upload other Baldur's Gate 3 videos. And if you're looking for some more Baldur's Gate 3 content, you can find a link to another one of my videos on the screen right now. I want to give an absolute massive shout out and thank you to all of my channel supporters for helping to keep these videos sponsor free. You all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to become an official channel supporter, check out the links in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and share your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.